My name is Dr. Mrs. Safa Kokoma Bupume. I'm so excited to bring to your doorstep the International Certificate Program in Disability Studies at the University of Cape Coast.
My name is Tengiep Mobia. I am an educationist and advocate working at the intersection of education reform and disability inclusion.
My name is George Selassie Amesimeku, a final year MPhil clinical health psychology student from University of Cape Coast, Ghana.
I am Louisa Opon Efriye, a clinical psychologist working in the TVET space.
Mabel Bridget Bedema is my name. I was born in the year 1952, a lay preacher of the Methodist Church in Ghana, Miskwa Society, a psychologist in counseling and family life education. I am the founder and the proprietress of M&B School, located at La Paz, near Boy Town, in the Greater Accra region of Ghana. I am a proud student of Global Disability Studies.
I'm Sabulon Bwedi and a teacher by profession.
My name is Ekuenima Adofo. I work with the National Service Authority, where we are responsible for placing graduate youth into the world of work after school.
I am Richmond Danso Sintim, a counselor at the St. Joseph Orthopedic Hospital.
My name is Jonathan. I work at the University of Cape Coast as a store superintendent.
My name is Samuel Sanabrove. I'm a nurse educator and a chaplain with the SD Nursing and Midwifery Training College.
We have understood in the International Disability Studies that disability is part of humanity. That is why you need to be aware of this, to know how disability is just close to poop in your stomach. Yes, Emi Leodoma. Why have we gotten here? We have normalized poop as part of humanity. The same thing applies to you. You need to know that disability, whether visible or invisible, is part of humanity.
It was quite a deliberate attempt enrolling on this program, International Certificate in Disability Studies, because I wanted to move from the limited view of disability seen from the medical lens to see it as a structural and a social one.
Global Disability Studies is an interesting course that has expanded my knowledge of disabilities. The course has defined me, my identity, my potentials, purpose, and how to impact society positively.
For me, disability is not about limitation, it's about potential. What disables people are not their impairment, but the barriers that society places in their way. Understanding this and more has reaffirmed my commitment to challenge those barriers and build systems that make our education system accessible to all.
I am so much excited to know that there are movements, there are activists, there are policies and frameworks that protect persons with disability. So frameworks like Universal Design Learning, UDL, which emphasize on multiple approach and multiple presentations to education. It enables persons with disability to fully participate in education. Nevertheless, critical disability studies can never be overlooked because it criticizes the westernized approach to disability and emphasizes or insists on understanding disability from political, cultural, and then individual perspective. So it's also encourages or insists that disability should be understood from the colonial rules, from colonial history, and anything else.
One concept I carry forward is the social model of disability. In practice, this means that when we change systems, whether through curriculum, accessible materials, or inclusive policies, we change lives. It is a reminder that disability inclusion must be systemic and not superficial. Amongst the many conventions and policies we studied, the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities resonates strongly with me. It affirms what I strongly believe. which is inclusion is a right and not charity.
I take so much inspiration from Dr. Sefa Ako, who is a disability activist herself, and through her work or her desire to enhance inclusivity has designed programs for disability, which I happen to be a beneficiary, and I'm so much excited about that.
In Ghana, they're already inspiring people who are paving the way. I want to spotlight Juventus Dorinya Esquire, a lawyer and advocate. He has been consistent in pushing disability rights, especially for persons who are deaf. He's currently working with the Ministry of Education and its agencies to develop Ghana's first ever Ghanaian Sign Language curriculum, spanning from kindergarten to SHS. This is groundbreaking work because it gives deaf learners the foundation they deserve.
Knowledge gained in this course over the past 2 years has shaped my perspective from one of not knowing how to handle a person with disability to a professional who understands that being differently abled does not mean an individual is disabled.
Taking global disability studies has sharpened my advocacy. It has expanded my global perspective and deepened my knowledge around disability rights framework. It has also given me a new language and evidence I need to strengthen the work I am doing.
It has opened my eyes to see disability as part of human diversity, not just a limitation. It has also helped me to become more empathic and intentional about inclusion in my everyday life. One key framework I've learned is the universal design for learning and social model of disability. These models have taught me that disability is not caused by a person's impairment, but by barriers created by society.
Having known about global disability, it has helped me to be able to be objective and fair in my dealings with my clients. It has made me well-resourced to be able to undertake advocacy activities. And again, it has made me informed to be able to take informed decisions.
I now consider disability as the attempt to take out all the social restrictions that affect an individual instead of focusing on the inabilities of the person.
Inclusive education aims to provide equal opportunities for all students, regardless of their background, ability, or disability. It promotes diversity, equity, and social justice in education.
I believe more people need to take this class because it transforms how you see disability. It gives you the tools to act with confidence, and it connects you to global movement of people who are creating real change.
So I use this opportunity to urge everybody to get involved into the disability studies at the University of Cape Coast in order to get more knowledge, in order to help them to know how the disability operates.
Thank you for coming on board to learn and to share and to demystify and dismantle the negative narratives about disability.